Hi, it's fall time. Let's make some soup. We are harvesting leeks right now from the Wegmans Organic Farm, and I just wanted to show you a soup recipe of what to do with leeks. I'm sure you see them at the store right now. I'm going to cut off the top, the root end, and the back. These tend to be very fibrous, but for this recipe we're going to use the whole leek, and I'm going to just cut them. The other thing you can do with leeks is you can use the white part at any time you would use an onion. Cut them up, wash them, put them in the freezer. I'm coming to the end. I'm going to take all this and rinse them real quickly right here in my water. Just make sure there is no soil in here. And now we're going to start with 2 tablespoons of butter. I have my stove set on medium-low. In the meantime, I'm going to go and prepare my potatoes. I have a bowl here with already cut up potatoes. And the one thing about potatoes, you always want to have them in cold water, because if you don't, they turn brown. So it's best if you have a bowl right near. And this one is peeled already. I'm going to chop them into cubes. My butter has melted nicely. I'm going to take my leeks and saute them. I'm going to stir them. Maybe increase my heat a little bit. Now they have fallen nicely. You basically, after this, you can turn it on lower and walk away from it, because the longer you saute them and leave them in the pan, the sweeter they get. But I'm going to take my potatoes in the meantime and drain them real quick. And I'm going to add them to my leeks. And at this time, I'm going to use the Wegmans Organic vegetable broth. Now, if you want to, you can also start this with a little pancetta or speck. It will add a really nice meaty flavor, but we're going to make an organic vegetarian version here. I have 2 quarts of organic broth in here, and I'm going to increase the heat to high. And I'm going to wait until this starts to boil and then decrease it to just a simmer. My soup is boiling now, and I'm going to reduce the heat to medium-low and let it cook for about 20 minutes until the potatoes are fork tender. Let's see if the soup is fork tender. I'm going to grab a potato, and if I can stick my fork into the potato and it actually falls apart, that would be fork tender. Yep, that's it. We're ready for puree. I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to ladle about half of the soup into my Vitamix. So we don't have a completely creamy soup without cream, but we actually still have some texture. The nice thing about the Vitamix is you can put it on low first, so you can pour in hot liquids. This looks good to me. I'm always looking for a nice sheen on top. I'm going to pour the soup back in here. I'm going to give it a quick stir, and I can use salt and pepper for this soup, but I like to use yerba mate to make a completely organic soup. This is salt made from vegetables. To your taste, and I'm going to plate this. And also garnish it. Now you could use parsley if you like. I have a little chive here. I like chive going with the leeks. And here we are. Bon appetit.